I would like to see NAFOWA become an association that is sustainable. Sustainability in terms of financial sustainability. You know, it's a non-governmental organization, so we partake in humanitarian activities. I want to see NAFOWA become an association that does that seamlessly. I would want to see NAFOWA schools have a student-centered approach in learning, where the main focus of NAFOWA schools is how the students will excel.
Photoshop, there's a thing called magic wand. Magic wand is this icon here. Can you guys see it? Magic wand 2.
My mom brought me here. She had the information from NAFOWA because she's an NAFOWA member.
She was the one that told me to come. At first I was like, what will I do here? She was like, I should just go that. I will learn some things.
I heard about boot camp through my uncle.
I heard about the boot camp because one day when I was coming back from school, I saw the flyer on my house, and my dad asked me whether I would love to join the clan. I told him that I would love to, and I've always been interested in coding and computers.
This particular event has shed light or has opened an avenue for people to actually explore more, to think more about robotics and coding. For Pathfinder, I believe it's a very good initiative. A technologically savvy school, or do I say students, will actually do well in an AI world.
Let us consider the realities of our world now and how we were told it was a couple of years ago.
Pathfinder IDEE is a tech solution provider in education and in business. We are poised to provide technological solutions to organizations and also to young people. It's very obvious that technology is what is defining our age and what is propelling us to the future. We also work in partnership with different institutions to set up centers, tech-based centers where children can come in and learn. So this particular boot camp, we're working in partnership with NAFOWA. The president of NAFOWA has graciously provided this platform for us to partner together.
I have learned so many things from this boot camp, like graphic designing. I learned how to create flyers and make logos and edit.
I learned about animation. I learned that the two main factors of animation are creation and editing.
When I came the first day, I barely even knew the meaning of HTML, but after a few days, I'm writing a lot of codes.
I was the web design facilitator for the bootcamp. We covered basic introduction to coding. We did a bit of decomposition, sequence, and loops. We also went through HTML, CSS, and a little bit of Java.
I'm one of the facilitators of this bootcamp. My course was graphic design, so I taught them on how to use the software Canva, the tools within Canva, and then we proceeded to making some designs. We did flyer designs, we did logo designs, and all of that.
My course was animation during the bootcamp. Before we set out for this bootcamp, one of our core value that we're going to put forward is for our kids to not just be consumers of content online or in life, but also be creators of this content.
Is breaking down big things into smaller parts. The first thing we need to do is to know the number of holes in each brick we need to add together, right? Then we count the number of bricks we need to add up.
My name is Jessica Oahimire. I'm actually thinking of merging medicine later on with tech, creating an app that will help me diagnose my patients without keeping a lot of things in my head.
I want to be a computer scientist. That means I'm going to combine a lot of different stuff like programming, game development, web design, robotics, a lot of those things.
My future aspiration is to be a real estate agent. If I want to sell a house, I cannot just go to someone's house and tell them, would you want to buy my house? I have to put it online, spread it for them to see it. If they want to buy it, they click on it. So that's the main point of designing my own website.
In future, I'd like to invest in cybersecurity. A lot of people are suffering from cybercrime. I'd like to help protect people from stuff like that.
It's been really, really impressive. We've had wonderful facilitators. We've also had impressive kids. The assimilation is excellent. And so there are no limits. Once you give them the skill set, there are no limits to what they can achieve. And we're happy to know that that foundation has been laid. And for us, it's going to be a continuous journey because we're going to create a support system that will ensure that they thrive and become successful in the tech space.
Technology can go a long way in improving our kids' understanding. Having student-centered learning where specific student is trained according to his own learning abilities. I think technology helps in doing that. Because of the importance of technology, we found it necessary to embed coding and robotics into our curriculum. It becomes compulsory for students in primary schools and also secondary schools. Initially, it was an extracurricular activity, but now, looking at the trend towards AI, we are making it compulsory for all students.